our country. As people of Bungoma and Kenyans have witnessed, the scorecard that was released by Muzalendo Trust, an NGO that tracks the performance of the members of parliament, and they were able to put me at #1 in the country in terms of a member of parliament who has sponsored most number of bills. And I just wanted to take Kenyans through on the number of bills that were highlighted. My main focus has been sponsoring bills that will make life more easy, and that bills which will improve the lives of the Kenyan people. One of the most outstanding bill that I sponsored is the Pensions Amendment Bill, a bill that will see pensioners receive their pension within a period of not more than 90 days. You know, very many pensioners have died without accessing their pension because of the time taken. Many Kenyans have sold their family land, their savings, with a view of trying to push their pensions file. So my bill will come in handy in terms of ensuring that pensioners, Kenyans who retire, are usually basically given their pension within the shortest time possible. Number two, the Employment Amendment Act. This is an act that compelled public institutions to be able to give Kenyans an internship programs. I came up with this bill because many young people of our nation could not competitively apply for various jobs advertised in our country for lack of experience. Many job advertisement will require experience in the relevant field of 1 year or 2 years. So by coming up with an Employment Amendment Act that actually makes it mandatory that public entities, public institutions must reserve amount of money to be able to absorb young graduates on internship programs and give them a stipend of around 20,000 shillings is something that melts my heart when I see internship opportunities advertised within our country. I also pushed for a bill to amend the SRC and the CRA Act. These are commissions that are operating on full time. There is no way you can have a secretariat operating on full-time basis, and the commissioners are also operating on full-time basis. We are wasting a lot of resources, and my computation will see this country saved close to 8 billion per year if these two institutions will be able to operate on part-time basis. You know, the technical team led by the CEO are the most qualified people. They are hired competitively. They are very competent in terms of steering the activities of the commission, both CRA and SRC, and therefore commissioners should not be operating from Monday to Friday, from January to December. They should be meeting on need basis because their role is on policy formulation, something which cannot be done when they're on a full-time basis. For example, the SRC, when it was first constituted, Sarah Serem, being the pioneer chairperson, actually operated on a part-time basis. And at that time, there was a lot to be done. There was setting up of the structures in terms of making a decision on the packs that are public and the civil servants will be able to be paid. But they were able to do those very many work when they were sitting on part-time. So you don't require, looking at the mandate of SRC and the mandate of CRA, There are actually like 3 responsibilities. They are not supposed to be operating on full-time basis. The secretariat can, but the commissioners should operate on part-time basis. Plus very many other bills that I'm trying to push forward. My role as a member of parliament is to sponsor bills that will come to solve public problems. So I want to thank the people of Kenya. I want to thank the people of Kimilili for giving me this opportunity to be their member of parliament so that I can be able to bring these bills in the National Assembly. Those very few remarks. I thank you, and I appreciate the support that Zalendo Trust has been doing in this country in terms of tracking the performance of the members of parliament. Their reports are very significant in terms of Kenyans using those reports to make a decision in terms of whether to renew the service of their members of parliament, on whether to promote those who are seeking to occupy higher positions, so that we can continue to use our positions to improve the lives of the Kenyan people. Thank you very much. Yeah, I also want to take this opportunity to tell Stephen Kalonzo Musyoka that while he appears to be communicating to the general public that the government of Kenya has failed to reconstitute IEBC, but he forgets that the impediment to the reconstitution of IEBC is Stephen Kalonzo Musyoka. It is him and his party honchons that went to court to stop the process of reconstituting IEBC because of flimsy, personal, and sectarian interests that are not beneficial to our country. From where I sit, anybody from within the territories of the Republic of Kenya is qualified to be the member of IEBC. And I think what Kalonzo Musyoka should do to this country, that he and his honchons, they should remove the case that they took to court, and that will herald a new beginning. In fact, immediately they remove that matter from court, the government of Kenya will move ahead with the speed, and they put together the panel that will interview the IEBC commissioners. It is Stephen Kalonzo Musyoka who went to court and his honchons to stop that process. So, Mr. Musyoka, even as you address the country about the need for our country to have a fully functioning IEBC, also be courteous enough, be kind enough, be truthful enough to tell the country that you are to blame. Because as a country, we respect the rule of law. If there is a court order that blocks the formation of the IEBC interviewing panel, a panel that will go ahead to advertise those positions, interview, and then forward to the president for appointment, we will, as a government, as a country, it will seamlessly herald or usher in the new IEBC. So the problem for IEBC, Kenyans should know, is Kalonzo Musyoka and his party honchons.